Hi friends, I hope that everybody's doing well. Before we get into the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. Looks like there's some stuff that you're moving through, maybe some heavier energy that you're moving through right now. There may be some tidying up that you're doing or some organizing that is going to help, especially if you're feeling stifled mentally. I'm seeing that you're working on something. This is something that you've been working on. This looks like something exciting. Something that you feel excited about. Sorry, my hair is getting stuck in everything. Whatever this thing is that you're doing, it looks like it may be celebrated, or there's something excited, or even like a social implication, or it's going to like connect other people, things like that. Maybe it's going to allow you to connect with other people. But I'm seeing this be something very happy. The implications of this are like a joyful thing. Whatever this is that you're doing, whatever this is that you're working on. And this is something you have absolutely dedicated yourself to. Hard at work. Could be something that you're learning. Also, something that you're like picking up on, something that you're working out, something that you're practicing, things like this. I'm seeing you be in a space too where you are working the balance, towing the line. Because on one end, there's this sense of we can like be impulsive and not think about what we're doing and not plan ahead and just move forward without like thinking about the effect of that. Like we can just get overexcited and do something and then maybe feel like we should have waited a bit. And then there's this other side of like, I want to seize this while I feel passionate about it, and like I want to go after this thing, or I want to talk to that person, or I want to send that message, whatever this is for you. And there's something here about feeling this part within you that is like, I want to have fun. It reminds me of like the inner child that is like not necessarily concerned with consequences. And so there may be this part of you that like wants to go out and get out there and is like passionate about what you're doing, or like you want to release something and you feel very excited about it, or you want to like connect with the world in the way that you are and like make an announcement even for some of you. And then I'm seeing you like working on this part of yourself where you want to like cultivate and harness this passion while still being thoughtful about what it is that you're doing and really thinking about the impact that it is going to have, especially with like the messages that you're sending. And it looks like there's something that you may actually be holding off on. You may need time to think about something. Yeah, I get the feeling of you preparing for something and knowing that you're going to be ready, but you may not be ready yet. This is the feeling. And part of you knows like, hey, maybe we should hold off on this, or like maybe it's not time yet. There's more to be seen. There's more to be realized. I'm seeing some big event that's going to be happening. It seems like this is why your guides are telling you to hold off. Something that you're not expecting. This is connected with whatever this is that you've been working on. Wow, that's a lot of Scorpio Mars energy. Okay. Yeah, so you're you're holding off before you do something. And then I'm seeing the Tower and also the Death card. So this is like trademark, something that may feel like very surprising or even drastic happening. Because with the Tower, this is Mars, there's like a sense of oscillation, like something may go like up or down, there may be like a turnaround of something, or a like jerking forward. Something is going to happen that like you may not have necessarily seen this coming, but I'm seeing like that's why this like holding off or this pause is necessary, because it's almost something that like you couldn't have really expected to happen or anticipated necessarily. But then to also have the Death card following it, this means there's going to be like a very big change that happens. I keep getting the word over and over, catalyst, catalytic. So this will feel very important for you, the way that there's the opportunity to evolve and develop further out of this situation. While it's happening though, you may feel in a way like things are being destroyed, which can feel very difficult too. However, it's making room for something more prolific to emerge from, is the vibe. I'm hearing Rubio. I'm also hearing Sans Rubio. I'm just channeling. I have no idea what that means. Don't know how that's going to be resonating for people in relation to what we're reading about. So this is either connected with a person or it's connected with your career, a role that you're playing, responsibilities, things like that. Yes? Yeah, there may be a very big switch up or a very big change up. Now, the thing with the King of Pentacles is that, like, we are just going to say that this is you, okay? However, if it's not you, it can definitely be somebody that's in your life. Just, like, reverse the energies. But we're just going to go with like the narrative and perspective that this is you. There's going to be a very big change up when it comes to responsibilities, even a role that you're playing. There's something new that you're exploring, but there may be something that touches back into the past for you, which is interesting because it's like you're in the present moment. You are in the present moment, and you're in the present moment, and things are changing, and you're like, why does nothing feel like it did before? It all feels like it's very different, and there's a lot of adjusting that I'm doing, and it feels very uncomfortable. And at the same time, there are like remnants from your past that are also popping up for you that are becoming available and even relevant, you would be feeling. For some of you, this is a big career shift or a big career change, or even an idea, a bigger idea that you're gaining here. This would be the evolving of your career also, or the evolving of where you see yourself or what you want to be planning out, or responsibilities that you're taking on. things of that nature. And here your past is showing up, but not necessarily in the way that you expect. Yeah, your guides are being tricky with this one. It's like something is happening. It's connecting with your past history within this lifetime. And it's going to land, just not how you expect it to land. Taking a walk down memory lane. Yeah, something fiercely nostalgic is popping up here for you. There's even something that feels like it's connected with either your childhood or like a past career or past even interest that you had. I'm hearing unabated. So this is the image that I'm getting. You're in the midst of a very big transition, and it's kind of like your guides hand you this photo album from your past that you're flipping through, and then you're like, I actually like don't need this either, and I'm seeing you kind of like throw it in a fire pit and continue moving forward towards an opportunity. It's kind of like, it feels like you can put something to rest because of this. That's what this cycle looks like it's about personally for you. Because I'm seeing you move on. It's like something from the past pops up as you're going through this transition. But then I'm seeing it kind of be like put away. Like we don't need to do anything with that. But if for some reason it pops up, and that's a significant point here, it shows up because it's necessary. But then it falls away again, but it is here popping up. And then I'm seeing you move forward from this, and I'm seeing you go towards an opportunity. It's almost like you've now given yourself permission to move forward, and maybe you needed to even come to terms with something or like find closure is the feeling. It's like something was thrown into a drawer and closed, and in the back of your mind, you're like, I need to fold this. I need to open the drawer, I need to fold this, and I need to tuck it away, and like then I can close it, and then I can leave it where it is. And this is the feeling that something pops up where you're like, it's out of place or it's out of order, and it needs to be put in the right order, and then we can tuck it away and move forward. And now I'm seeing like something isn't holding you back anymore. It's like you can like fully immerse yourself in this very big transition where you can like come out on the other side and you don't feel like you have those ties that you have to stay the same for any longer. Wow. Okay. So this feels like a very big evolutionary process for you personally. There's also a lot of figuring out that you're doing too. Like, how do we do this? I want to take those steps over there. You're moving towards something you want, something that you're attracted to. Very attracted to. Not holding yourself back from going to what you want to go to. Now, the way that I'm seeing the Queen of Wands pop up is that even though for some of you, like you may be going towards an opportunity with a person, for a lot of you, I'm not seeing this necessarily be a person. This is more so just like an opportunity that you want, like something that you're attracted to. So it can be like a career that you want to go after. And you even feeling like a more like confident or self-assured version of yourself because you're going after this and not like questioning, and you're not looking around and being like, are you okay with me doing this? Are you okay with me doing this? It's like you're just doing this because you want to, because it's something that makes sense to you and you feel a pull towards this, and this is what you want to do. And I'm seeing you be very unapologetic with that too. Beautiful. But yeah, something needed to be worked out before you got to this place. Before, I keep getting this again, before you gave yourself permission to do this, something needed to be worked out. But this is like where we have been trying to get to all along. For some of you too, you've been like working through some sort of crisis situation even. The Tower can absolutely represent something that you really felt like could have hindered your process or what you were doing, where it's like you try to go here, then the road's breaking apart, you try to take that avenue over there, there's like a big pothole, you can't get through to the other side, you have to try this avenue over here, and it's like everywhere you kept going there were just like obstacles or things disintegrating, and it's like, how am I supposed to build in a state like this when everything just keeps falling apart? So there was something that you were trying to work with. It even seems like when you got towards the tail end of a process, that's really when you're like, why do I feel like every time I put a brick here, it like falls back or it crumbles? So it's not even like you were trying to start something and it kept like stopping. It's like you got 80% of the way there with the Eight of Pentacles, and then it's like it wouldn't let you finish the project for some reason, or finish the mission that you were on or what you were trying to accomplish. And you could have recognized too, oh, it's not working because like the way that I'm doing, or like these materials that I'm using, it's not going to work. I'm not meant to be like using these materials to build with. So it even seems like something about the process, it needed something else from you. But that could have been really a really frustrating feeling, because you were like, I'm so close, and like, why when I'm so close is this not working any longer? But then I'm seeing something happen where it's like finally that stops happening, like you've done something, or like a scenario has changed where like the Tower stops happening to you now, and so you can continue doing what you wanted to do, and now you feel very excited, and now this also gave you an idea for a change. And it feels like that too, like the universe and your guides were kind of not allowing you to do something because there needed to be an evolution here that you may not have naturally been taking part of. So this was your cue that like something big needed to change. And now I'm seeing you be very excited again about what you're doing. And I'm seeing there be an opportunity that you have and something that you want to move towards that makes a lot of sense to you. It's like you feel reinvigorated again. And maybe you weren't feeling that because it looks like you were putting in a lot of work, and you could have been feeling tired too. Like, I've been doing this for so long. It could have even been feeling monotonous for you. And now it's not feeling like that anymore. You are excited about what you're doing. You feel passion. So I'm seeing you go through going after an opportunity, and this looks like a different opportunity than what you would have been doing before. This feels very new for you. It feels different in a way. And you feel different. And how you're going about doing what you're doing feels different as well. Like the way that you're going after the things that you're going after, that has changed too. That has evolved as well. It's like all of this constant building on top of one another and transforming. And like all of it is you, and all of it is you getting like more and more in touch, and like fine-tuning things and changing and shifting and feeling more like yourself every time, every day, in every moment. Feeling like you're connecting more and more to the truth, to that like core of what's going on there and what you're meant to be exploring, and what even you feel is connected with your purpose. Feeling more present for that too. I'm seeing there even be like something, like a message that comes from the depth of you, from like something that even like echoes within time, coming into the present moment that is being given to you, a message being delivered. This is also reframing something from the past for you too, I'm seeing. A very big, a very significant reframing connected with your past. This is extremely important to your perspective. Maybe this was also something that felt like too much at some point in time. Almost like I don't know if I can really manage that or do that or deal with this. It feels very heavy. But then I'm seeing you get more comfortable like talking about something or approaching something. Because yeah, before it would have been like too much to kind of swim backwards into, and now I'm seeing it not feel so much like a big deal. But it wasn't because the events have changed, it's because your perspective has changed. And that's what has kind of like granted you the thought that you have an opportunity to have like some different sort of experience here with that. I'm seeing this be significant for, it can be significant for the Neptune in your chart, can be significant for the Mars within your chart, can be significant for the Pluto or the Scorpio within your chart. For some of you, you have like something going on with Neptune. For some of you, you may have a Scorpio Mars, or there's significant stuff going on with Scorpio. Can also be anything that Pluto is aspecting within your chart. This is all what this is related to. If you're not into astrology and that's not relevant, you can kind of like toss that to the side. It's not going to change the meaning of the reading. I'm hearing a song, hold on. I'm hearing Where I Stand, but that's all I'm hearing. It's a song, female singing it, it sounds like. Where I stand, where I stood. Okay, so we are going to leave off on this note. What I'm seeing from your guides is telling you to be mindful of the self-criticism and also the judgment and criticism of self, judgment and criticism of others. Because I'm seeing this be like a self-sabotaging trait where you may like disempower yourself or be like, I'm not good enough, or like, I'm not capable enough. This can be like imposter syndrome. This can be you telling yourself that you're not worthy, whatever that is. Or like, because I had this experience, that means this about me, but all in a disempowering way. Or like putting that on other people, projecting that on other people, on yourself, all of that. So yeah, if you're getting into a negative self-talk space, it's something you want to pay attention to. And know too, like there's a very big difference between the voice of your intuition and the voice of your shadow or your ego. However, sometimes we can get them confused until we understand that they are two very distinct voices. Your higher self, your intuition is going to empower you. It's going to encourage you. It's going to tell you you are capable. You can do it. Let's try this out. Take a leap of faith. Stuff like that. Trust yourself. Your ego, your shadow is going to say, let's not take that risk, or like, maybe you actually shouldn't be doing that, or don't trust yourself, trust me. Don't trust that person. Things like this where it has you feeling like you're not good enough. You would feel disempowered by it. It's like fear talk, anxiety, stuff like that. Like, if this happens, then that may happen over there. And like, what if that goes wrong? And like, you should be nervous about this. Things like this. Okay. We are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for connecting. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.